Welcome to Pydle Day 58. Pydle is a daily puzzle you need to solve by writing Python code. Today's Pydle is a Greek theta symbol. So it's got lots of symmetry, so hopefully it should be quite fun to solve. If you haven't played Pydle before, then follow along as I will now solve yesterday's Pydle. So you'll get some hints how to solve the Pydle. Okay, so this Pydle is nice and symmetrical. It's the Greek psi symbol. So yellow on a white background. So let's just focus on the whites. So it is symmetrical. So there's a kind of white vertical except for one yellow pixel, and then that's partially on that X. So I'm going to use Cartesian coordinates for the X, but Y I'm just going to use Pydle coordinates just to make it simpler. So let's do our loop for X comma Y in, and that's the tuple placeholder. I'll fill it in a bit for I in range 25. If you are a student, you'll probably do this loop in 2 lines to have 2 for loops. You can just do it in a shortcut way by looping over all 25 pixels, but then converting that I into X and Y. So you, in the inner loop, sorry, not the inner loop, the list comprehension, we return a sequence of tuples, and then we destructure that into X and Y. Okay, so the X, I said we're going to try and use Cartesian coordinates, so it's modulus 5 minus 2, so that's going to give us our symmetry, but Y we don't need that, so we're just going to use Pydle coordinates for the Y. Okay, so for this white vertical, just either side of the center, we're going to have if absolute value of x equals 1, because that line is 0, so either side would be absolute value would be 1. And now we need to exclude those pixels, so we say and y not equals 2, and then the function we use to draw is Pydle, so it's going to needs to be x plus 2 and just y, because y is already in Pydle coordinates, no character and white. So if you've got a Python at home, then Pydle function won't work. Pydle is only for use within the game. Okay, so let's run that. Okay, so that does that. That worked. Okay, now we're going to do these ones on the outside. So I'm going to say else if. That's going to be absolute value of x equals 2. And there's got to be an and y greater than 1. Okay, so y is there is a 0, a 1, so greater than 1 just would follow fill in those pixels. Okay, and I'm just going to copy that over. Okay, so let's run that. Okay, so that fills in everything. Our psi symbol is now in black, so all we need to do is just have an else. So all the remaining pixels need to be yellow. You can, if you want to have some fun, you can do all kinds of colors. This will not solve the Pydle. It has to be exactly right, but you can see nearly there. So let's just make that yellow. Okay, that solves the Pydle. If you haven't done this one already, then press the back arrow and have a go, kind of clicking along with what I just did. Otherwise, just head to pydle.net and play today's Pydle. I'll see you again tomorrow for the solution.